Hi there, Gareth of VidyoTribe here, and in this video we're going to be talking about our 6 golden rules to create highly clickable thumbnails for your YouTube videos in 2021 and beyond. Now your video could be amazing, you've created it, you're really super happy with it, you've done your keyword research, you know it's going to rank and you know people are going to love it. But if you haven't created thumbnails that stand out from the competition, then you're not going to get the numbers of views and subscribers and comments and likes and all of those metrics you need to grow your channel that you should be. Now, there's only 2 ways that we really control who's going to click on our video and how we can actually draw them in. The first one is the actual title of the video, which we can do different things to make stand out. But the main part that is going to pull people's attention in and get them to actually click on your video to watch it is going to be your thumbnail. So it's massively important that you follow these 6 steps to make sure your video stands out from the competition. Point number 1. Don't stick to a set theme. Now this is something that I actually see many people doing. They create a new YouTube channel and they treat it very much like their Instagram account, where they've created the colors, they've decided the design, and they've made it all look pretty and they want it all to match, so when people land on it, it looks great. It stands out, it looks very pretty. Now, your YouTube channel can look pretty if you're doing this. You're sticking to a theme, perhaps you're sticking to green for all your different thumbnails, and yeah, they look very good if someone actually goes to the channel. But the simple fact is that most people that actually search and find one of your videos will watch that video and they won't actually go onto your channel. So it's massively important that we actually create the videos to stand out for the competition for that individual video. So we want to make sure we're researching the top 10 videos to see which of those thumbnails stands out. What I actually like to often do is close my eyes for 2 seconds, looking at the top 10 videos. Maybe I've made them a bit smaller, and then when I open my eyes, I decide which of the top 10 drew my attention in very quickly and stood out from the others. And then what I tend to like to do is take those, the best points of those, and then create my own thumbnail that is similar to them, but maybe with a different color to make sure that they stand out even more. So you want to make sure that your thumbnails are on a per video basis and not following some type of theme for your individual channel. Step number 2 is that you should probably use your face in the thumbnails. Now, you've probably seen that most big channels out there will actually have pictures and screenshots of their own faces in the videos. Now, you normally want to put the picture of yourself on the right-hand side and the text on the left, because there's going to be some things that, such as timestamps, they're actually going to potentially block the text. So you want to make sure that the text is normally on the left. But there's benefits of using your face in these videos. As humans, we are actually drawn to faces. So if you've got a face on a thumbnail and it's perhaps showing some emotion, or it's maybe pointing at the text, then what people do is we are drawn to the eyes, and if the eyes are looking up at the text, we will follow the eyes and go towards the text itself. Also, if we're showing emotion, you may see people that are doing surprise faces, angry face, confused faces, sad faces. They're doing many different emotional faces, because if what you're actually talking about in that video has some type of emotional connected, then people are perhaps feeling that emotion as well. They're going to feel attracted to that because that's how they feel, and your video may actually fix that problem. There's also the added benefit of that having your own face on those is going to help you grow your personal brand even quicker, because people are going to get used to seeing your face. It's going to build more trust. And also, if they like your content in future and then they see more videos on other subjects they've been searching for, they're more likely to click on that thumbnail and go through to watch your video. The third point is that I recommend that you only use 4 to 5 words in the title on the thumbnail. So the text on the thumbnail itself, you don't want to use too many words, and you want to make sure that they are really, really big and they actually are going to stand out. If you use too much text, especially where you start to look at the sizes on different devices such as mobile, people are starting to watch more on mobile these days, so most of the traffic you're going to get is actually going to be from mobile traffic. If you have lots of text, then people won't be able to see most of it at a glance, and therefore you're actually just making the thumbnail more confusing, and you really don't want to be using that too many words. So what I recommend is that you try to stick to about 4 to 5 words, perhaps the main key points of your title, so people know exactly what it's about. Point number 4 is coming back to that point about letting people really know what your video is about, is you want to be clear about the content, clear about the message of the video. What is the video about? Don't make people guess. Now, what people often do here is they make something a bit clickbaity, a bit spammy, where that video is a bit nondescript, but it draws people in. if people actually click on that video and they go to the video itself and realize that it's not really what they were looking for, it wasn't really for them, so after the introduction they just leave. Now what this is going to actually do is going to reduce your average watch time for that video. And if you reduce your average watch time for the video, then YouTube will think the video isn't very good, your subscribers didn't like it, people that go to watch it don't like it, so therefore they will stop suggesting it to more people and the reach of that video will be reduced. So you want to be crystal clear on what the thumbnail based on what the actual content inside the video is going to be. So you want to deliver on the message that is in the thumbnail and in the title itself, so you reduce that bounce rate, and the people that do actually want it and do click on it are people that are actively interested in the content for that video, and it will benefit you greatly as you will also get more reach from YouTube moving forward. Point number 5, does it stand out on all devices? Now I mentioned that people are watching this on mobile more and more these days. You probably don't need to worry about TV so much or desktop. Everything is going to be standing out really, really well on those devices. But as you get to smaller tablet devices and smaller phones, you have to make sure that your images, your graphics, the text that you're using, if you're following the key points I've just said to you already, it should already look good because it should just be your face and a few words that are actually going to be standing out on mobile devices. So make sure that you test it on all devices to make sure that you see what it looks like and that it actually stands out. Point number 6 is that you need to keep things simple. Coming back to all of these points, keep it simple for yourself in the terms of actually creating it, but also just keep it simple. Don't make it too busy. Don't try and use too many images. Make sure that you're just literally using the text. You've got a very simple background. I actually find that the best thumbnails are the ones that are just a picture of me, perhaps pointing up at some text, and then it's just a colored background and maybe an icon of some sort. But I've kept them really, really simple. I also recommend that you use tools like Canva or perhaps Snapper. Snapper is a tool I really, really love where they've got templates done for you, but it's very, very easy. And the reason I like Snapper is that I can take a screenshot from the video of myself. I can quickly remove the background, change the color, add some big font, and you really want to be making sure that you're adding big, simple font. Don't use crazy, scribbly font that people can't read. You want to make sure it's big, bold font, and you've kept it very, very simple. And what I like about these tools is that they're drag and drop simple, and I can actually make a thumbnail in about 10 to 15 minutes. And if you're producing videos each and every week, you really want to be having control over this yourself. Obviously, if you get bigger, you can get an assistant or someone to do them for you. But if you're outsourcing this stuff to the likes of Fiverr, you're going to have to wait for the turnaround. If there's a mistake or something you don't like, then you're going to have to wait for the changes to arrive. So unless you're bulk recording and doing all of your work with lots and lots of time, then you're going to be waiting for these thumbnails. So I like to keep everything simple when it comes to creating YouTube videos. Remove the friction to make your life easy. Keep it simple. Keep your thumbnails simple and make sure it's in a format that works for you. Don't use any crazy design tools like Photoshop and everything else unless you already know how to use them. Just go for the simple tools like Canva and Snapper, which I will put a link below this video for you to go through to and check out, as I believe they have free trials. I hope you found those points useful. If you have any more tips and tricks for YouTube thumbnails, or you feel I've actually missed something, comment below and let me know. And also, if you'd like to know more about YouTube marketing in general, then make sure that you comment and subscribe to this channel so you get weekly updates of all the different tips and tricks that we're going to be covering on how to grow your business and how to grow your brand with YouTube marketing and YouTube in general. Thanks for watching.